Hello dear students, welcome to my channel. In the previous session, we discussed about definite integration and we completed the second bit, second Roman letter in exercise 7b. Now we entered into the exercise 7b in third Roman, third bit. In the second bit, we left the questions which are related to limit as integration, sum as limit as integration. That we will discuss in the separate class. Now we will continue with the third bit. The first question here, evaluate integral 0 to pi by 2 dx by 4 plus 5 cos x. In indefinite integration sessions, we discussed to evaluate the type of integrals 1 by a plus b cos x into dx. To evaluate these type of integrals, we will consider cos x is equal to in terms of tan x by 2. 1 minus tan square x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. So after that tan x by 2 equal to t, then dx is equal to. This is the procedure we are following there. So here also same procedure. Take cos x equal to 1 minus tan square x by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square x by 2. After that, put tan x by 2 equal to t. Differentiate with respect to x. So here I am writing directly. Why? Because we discussed a number of times in previous sessions. Dx equal to 2 dt divided by 1 plus t square. In definite integration, whenever you are taking assumption, limits will change. So first upper limit I am going to calculate ul when x is equal to pi by 2. When x is equal to pi by 2. This x is equal to pi by 2, substitute in t. T equal to tan x by 2. X by 2 means pi by 2 by 2, pi by 4. So that implies that t equal to tan pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 means tan 45. That is equal to 1. So when x is equal to pi by 2, t value goes to be 1. Come to the lower limit when x is equal to 0. That implies that t is equal to tan 0. 0 by anything is 0. So tan 0 is 0. So t equal to 0. Now come to the given integral, which is equal to integral in place of lower limit 0, in place of upper limit 1, in place of dx 2 dt by 1 plus t square, 2 dt by 1 plus t square divided by 4 plus 5 into, in place of cos x, tan x by 2 is equal to t, no? So it will become 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square. So here 1 minus t square divided by 1 plus t square. Now take LCM for the numerator and denominator. Numerator is already there. So integral 0 to 1. 2 dt divided by 1 plus t square divided by 1 plus t square is the LCM here. 1 plus t square into 4. So 4 into 1 plus t square. 4 plus 4t square. After that, plus 5. 5 into 1 is 5. Minus 5t square. Here 1 plus t square. Here 1 plus t square get cancelled. 2 is constant. We can take outside of the integral. So 2 into integral 0 to 1. Dt divided by 4 plus 5 is 9. 4t square minus 5t square is minus t square. In the next step, which is equal to 2 into integral 0 to 1 dt by 9 can be written as 3 square minus t square. Here we are going to apply the formula integral 1 by a square minus x square into dx, which is equal to 1 by 2a into log mod a plus x by a minus x. So here a equal to 3, x is equal to t. So now, which is equal to 1, already 2 is there, into 1 by 2a, 1 by 2a, 2 into a value is 3. So 2 into 3 log mod a plus x by a minus x. A plus x means 3 plus t divided by 3 minus t. Applying the limits 0 to 1. So here 2 get cancelled, which is equal to 1 by 3. First we are substituting in place of t, upper limit t is equal to 1 substitute. Therefore, log mod 3 plus 1 divided by 3 minus 1 minus lower limit wherever t is there you have to substitute there. Log mod 3 plus 0 divided by 3 minus 0. So now it will becomes 1 by 3. Log 4 divided by 2. Why? Because 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 minus 1 is 2, 4 by 2. Minus log 3 by 3. 3 get cancelled, log 1 will be there, which is equal to 1 by 3. Log mod 4 by 2 means 2 minus log 1, which is equal to 1 by 3. Log a minus log b, log a by b. So we can write it as log 2 by 1. That also can be written as 2 by 1 means what? 2 we can express. Therefore 1 by 3 log 2. Therefore integral 0 to pi by 2. This is the conclusion step. Dx by 4 plus 5 cos x is equal to 1 by 3 into log 2. Hence the result. The next question. Integral 0 to 1 by 2 x sin inverse x by square root of 1 minus x square. So here put sin inverse x is equal to t. Here put sin inverse x is equal to t. After that x is equal to sin t. Differentiate with respect to x. So directly I am writing dx is equal to sin t derivative is cos t, t derivative is dt. After getting the value of dx, we need to find upper limit and lower limit. So first upper limit. When x is equal to 1 by 2, here sin inverse x is equal to t, that means x is equal to sin t only, no? So 1 by 2 equal to sin t. Sin t when it will be equal to 1 by 2? Sin 30 degrees. Sin 30 means pi by 6. So that implies t is equal to pi by 6. So next lower limit, when x is equal to 0. 0 equal to sin t, so t is equal to 0. 0 degrees. So this information is over. Assuming the value and finding upper limit and lower limit. Now come to the given integral. Integral lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 6. 0 to pi by 6. In place of x sin t into, in place of sin inverse x t divided by square root of 1 minus x square sin square t. In place of dx cos t dt. Root of 1 minus sin square t means cos t only, no? So here cos t, we can cancel it. So this value we can cancel it. Integral 0 to pi by 6 t into sin t into dt. Here we are going to apply integration by parts by using Euler formula also. T is related to, we know that integral a to b f of t dt can be written as f of x dx, variable change property. So we can apply that. So we can write it as integral 0 to pi by 6 x sin x also. Why? Because the variables change property. This is f of x, this is g of x. By using Euler property, in Euler trigonometry is coming second, algebraic is coming first. So x is belonging to algebraic, sin x is belonging to trigonometry. Therefore this is second function, this is first function. So this is f of x, this is g of x. F of x is, here I mentioned there, those who are having doubts, f of x is equal to x, f dash of x is equal to 1, and g of x is equal to sin x. Now applying integration by parts by using integration by parts, we can get I equal to f of x into, that means x into integral sin x dx, applying the limits 0 to pi by 6 minus integral 0 to pi by 6 f dash of x, x in derivative is 1, into integral g of x, integral sin x dx whole dx, which is equal to x into integral sin x is minus cos x, so minus cos x, applying the limit 0 to pi by 6 minus integral 0 to pi by 6 minus cos x into dx, which is also can be written as, here first in place of x upper limit minus pi by 6 into cos pi by 6 minus x is equal to 0, that should mean this value goes to be 0 now. Minus into minus is plus, integral 0 to pi by 6 cos x dx. So which is equal to minus pi by 6 into, here minus pi by 6 into cos pi by 6, cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Plus integral cos x sin x, applying the limits 0 to pi by 6, which is equal to minus pi root 3 divided by 12 plus first in place of x upper limit sin pi by 6 minus sin 0, which is equal to minus pi root 3 divided by 12 plus sin pi by 6 sin 30 1 by 2 minus sin 0 is 0. First you write positive value 1 by 2 minus pi root 3 divided by 12. Take common 1 by 2 from these both terms. Here 1 by 2 minus pi root 3 divided by 6. Therefore, integral 0 to 1 by 2 x into sin inverse x whole divided by square root of 1 minus x squared into dx is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 minus pi by 6 into root 3. The next question. Integral 0 to pi 1 by 3 plus 2 cos x into dx. Like first problem, we already know that cos x in terms of tan x by 2 and tan x by 2 equal to t, then dx equal to 2 dt by 1 plus t square. Now we are going to change the limits. Whenever you are taking a junction, limits will change. Upper limit, when x is equal to pi, then t equal to, so here x is equal to pi, if you substitute, t is equal to tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2 means tan 90, infinity or undefined, like this you can write. And lower limit, when x is equal to 0, t is equal to tan 0 by 2. So that means tan 0 is 0. So after that, the given integral will becomes integral 0 to infinity 1 divided by 3 plus 2 into 1 minus t square divided by 1 plus t square In place of dx, 2 dt by 1 plus t square. Now take LCM for the denominator. Integral 0 to infinity 1 by 3 into 1 plus t square. That means 3 plus 3t square plus 2 into 1 minus t square. 2 minus 2t square divided by 1 plus t square into 2 dt divided by 1 plus t square. So here 1 plus t square, here 1 plus t square get cancelled. 2 dt, 2 we can take outside of the integral into dt, limit 0 to infinity. 3t square minus t square is t square. 3 plus 2 is 5. In the next step, 2 into integral 0 to infinity dt divided by t square. 5 can be written as root 5 whole square. Here we are going to apply the formula integral 1 by x square plus a square into dx equal to 1 by a into tan inverse x by a. So here 2 into integral, that means integral 0 to infinity 1 by t square plus root 5 whole square. A is equal to what here? Root 5. So 1 by root 5 into tan inverse of x by a. X value is what here? T. T by a value is root 5. Applying the limits 0 to infinity. So which is equal to 2 into 1 by root 5 is root 5. Tan inverse of, in place of t, infinity divided by root 5 minus tan inverse of 0. 0 by anything is 0. So which is equal to 2 by root 5. Tan inverse of infinity by something is infinity only. So tan inverse of infinity is what? Pi by 2. Tan inverse infinity is always equal to pi by 2. Minus tan inverse of 0 is 0. So actual multiplication here. 2 pi divided by 2 root pi, root 5. So 2 to get cancelled, which is equal to pi by root 5. Hence conclusion step. Therefore the given integral 0 to pi 1 by 3 plus 2 cos x into dx is equal to pi by root 5 The next question. Evaluate integral 0 to 1 sine inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square into dx. First we have to simplify this form. Here inverse trigonometry properties. One formula is there, directly also you can write, otherwise substitution and getting the answer also you can do that. So sine inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square is equal to 2 tan inverse x. This is the formula. Inverse trigonometry, one of the properties, one of the formulas. Otherwise, you can take x is equal to tan theta, sine 2 theta, sorry, in terms of tan, formula is also there. That only will get it. Put x is equal to tan theta, then theta equal to tan inverse x. So differentiate with respect to x. So x derivative is dx, tan theta derivative is secant square theta, again theta derivative is d theta. Whenever we are taking assumption, limits will change obviously. So upper limit when x is equal to 1, so 1 is equal to tan theta. Tan theta when it will be equal to 1? 1 is equal to tan theta, then theta is equal to pi by 4. So lower limit when x is equal to 0, 0 equal to tan theta, therefore theta equal to 0. So after that come to the question, which is equal to integral, in place of lower limit 0, in place of upper limit pi by 4. So 0 to pi by 4 sine inverse of 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. In place of dx, secant square theta d theta. 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta is the formula for sine 2 theta in terms of tan. So now integral 0 to pi by 4 sine inverse of sine 2 theta into secant square theta d theta. Sine inverse of sine 2 theta is 2 theta. By using inverse trigonometry properties, integral 0 to pi by 4 2 theta into secant square theta d theta. So 2 constant we can take outside. 2 into integral 0 to pi by 4 theta into secant square theta. It is looking like integral 0 to pi by 4 x into secant square x dx. If you have any confusion, by using variable change property, you can write as 0 to pi by 4 x into secant square x into dx and apply integration by parts. So by using integration by parts, before going to do that integration by parts, what is f of theta, what is g of theta, here I will discuss there. Here f of theta equal to theta, then f dash of theta equal to 1, differentiate with respect to theta, and g of theta is equal to secant square theta. So now 2 into bracket start f of theta into integral g of theta d theta, applying the limit 0 to pi by 4 minus integral 0 to pi by 4 f dash of theta value is 1 into integral secant square theta d theta whole d theta. Now 2 into theta into integral secant square theta is tan theta. Now applying the limit 0 to pi by 4 minus integral 0 to pi by 4 integral secant square theta is tan theta into d theta, which is equal to 2 into bracket start. First, in place of theta, upper limit you have to substitute there. Pi by 4 into tan pi by 4 minus 0 if you substitute in place of theta, 0 and anything is 0, complete value goes to be 0, minus integral tan theta log mod secant theta, applying the limits 0 to pi by 4. So now the rest of the term 2 into pi by 4 into tan pi by 4 is 1. So the first term integration is completed here, minus log secant pi by 4 minus log secant 0, which is equal to 2 into pi by 4 minus log secant pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 means 1 by root 2. Secant pi by 4 means root 2. Log root 2 minus log 1. So which is equal to 2 into pi by 4 minus log a minus log b log a by b, that is log root 2 by 1, which is equal to 2 into pi by 4 minus log root 2 can be written as 2 power 1 by 2. Log root 2 by 1 is log root 2. Log root 2 can be written 2 power 1 by 2. After that, log a power n formula we are going to apply. So 2 into 1 pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 into log 2. So each and every term multiplying by 2. So pi by 2 minus log 2. Therefore, integral 0 to 1 sine inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square into dx is equal to pi by 2 minus log 2. The next question. Integral 0 to 1 x tan inverse x into dx. See here, by using the product of two functions are there, by using directly Euler formula, integration by parts. Whenever you are applying Euler formula, tan inverse belongs to inverse trigonometry function, x is belongs to algebraic. Whenever comparing these two, inverse trigonometry is coming first, therefore f of x here, f of x is equal to tan inverse x, and differentiate with respect to x, f dash of x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square, and g of x as remaining function, g of x is equal to, and g of x is equal to x. By using integration by parts, by using integration by parts, the given integral will becomes first f of x into, that means tan inverse x into integral x dx, applying the limit 0 to 1 minus integral 0 to 1 f dash of x 1 by 1 plus x square into integral g of x, integral x dx whole dx. So here tan inverse x, integral x dx is x square by 2, applying the limit 0 to 1 minus integral 0 to 1, integral x dx is x square by 2. So 1 by 1 plus x square into x square by 2 into dx. X is equal to 1, substitute in place of x, tan inverse of 1 into 1 by 2 minus tan inverse 0 is 0 minus 2 constant you can take outside, integral 0 to 1 x square by 1 plus x square into dx. So tan inverse 1, which is equal to pi by 4 into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 into integral 0 to 1. In the denominator 1 plus x square is there, no? Here I want to get numerator also in terms of denominator. For that I am adding and subtracting plus 1 and minus 1. So it will become x square plus 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus x square into dx. After that we can split into two integrals here, which is equal to pi by 8 minus 1 by 2 into integral 0 to 1 x square plus 1 divided by 1 plus x square into dx. Minus into minus is plus, 1 by 2 into integral 0 to 1 1 by 1 plus x square into dx. So which is equal to pi by 8 minus 1 by 2 into, here 1 plus x square get cancelled, integral 0 to 1 dx plus half into integral 0 to 1 1 by 1 plus x square into dx. Pi by 8 minus 1 by 2 into integral dx is x, applying the limit 0 to 1 plus 1 by 2 integral 1 by 1 plus x square is tan inverse x. So applying the limits tan inverse x, applying the limit 0 to 1. So pi by 8 minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 0, upper limit minus lower limit, plus 1 by 2 into tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of 0. So 5 by 8 minus 1 by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 2. Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4 minus tan inverse 0 is 0. So pi by 8 minus 1 by 2 plus pi by 4 into 1 by 2 is pi by 8. Pi by 8 plus pi by 8, 2 pi by 8 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to pi by 4 minus 1 by 2. Therefore, the given integral 0 to 1 tan inverse x into tan inverse x dx is equal to pi by 4 minus 1 by 2. Hence the result. Integral 0 to 1. Thank you dear students for watching my channel. Please do subscribe and share to your friends with relatives. Thank you all. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can write to my comment box. I will respond. Thank you all.